Today is my last full day here in Greece. The Greek candy. I took out my braids. Now we're back to my natural hair. I can't wait to wash it because the gel is like so bad. And like I couldn't wear my hair out because the gel was just so bad. So I had to braid it, but yeah. We're about to head out, go get some breakfast, and I need to get COVID tested, so I'm gonna go find a facility. I tried to book an appointment, but every time I tried to book an appointment, they said my birthday was like invalid numbers. Like I'm like, my birthday's my birthday, and I couldn't book an appointment. So I'm just gonna try to walk in and see if any of the medical centers can take me. Fingers crossed, because I need this done so I can get on my flight. So I'm kind of stressed because I'm really like a type of person that likes things to be like set in stone, planned out, ready to go. And this could really be a huge setback in my vacation. So hoping for the best, but it's making me a little nervous. So let's get to going. And you can't get your COVID test more than 24 hours before your flight. And that's freaking stressful because if it was up to me, I would have got it yesterday. But I have to get it today, and that's my only option because that's the only time it'll be 24 hours before my flight. And so that is stressful. I don't like that at all. But we gotta do what we gotta do, right? You have to be adaptable. So I'm gonna go get breakfast and wait until it's 24 hours before my flight because it's still a little bit over 24 hours because I leave around like 10:30 and it's only 9. So I'm gonna wait till like 11 o'clock to get my test. And that's like the plan. But hopefully I can get it right away and be able to like come home and relax, but we'll see. So I just came back from the airport. I got a negative test result for COVID, so I am able to fly tomorrow. So there's that. But I only came with just enough time to go to work. So I'm working online right now. I didn't eat breakfast. I didn't eat anything yet. I'm pretty hungry, but I have a lot of classes left. I'm only within the first hour of my classes, and it's 2:15, and I haven't eaten anything. I've noticed here in Greece, things kind of open when they want to open and close when they want to close. So like, it says online that that restaurant is supposed to open at 8:30. I went there at like 10:30. It was closed. Like nobody was even there. So things kind of just open and close whenever they want to. There's no like set time and schedule. And I went downtown a couple of days ago and like restaurants were closed that said that they would be open that day online. So you kind of have to call. If you go anywhere before like 1 o'clock and you go anywhere after about like 6, you have to call. It might be open, it might be closed. Unless it's like a super touristy, famous restaurant to go to. So that's my little tip for Greece. I dried the clothes and I'm putting it on this rack. I think this is a shoe rack. I just figured it out because I found this in it, and that's definitely a shoe shiner, but it's gonna be a clothing rack today. I just came back from having dinner out. I got a mosquito bite on my forehead. Like, how unfortunate is that? And then I have 2 on my arm. I'm itching my nose, I'm not digging in it, sorry. But look how, I'm so stuffed. And that's the crazy thing. The food here in Greece is so much more filling than like the food in America. Like you can eat thousands and thousands of calories in America and still be hungry. I eat one thing in Greece and I'm like, I'm done for like the whole day. I got some vegan gelato today, and I had a falafel, no sides, just a pita falafel with tahini and hummus inside. And it was supposed to be spicy, but it wasn't. It wasn't spicy even a little bit. It wasn't even a little bit spicy. And I don't even like spicy food, so I was like, this is not spicy. But I wouldn't even call it spicy. And that's it. And I'm like done for the day. I'm not eating anything else. And that's crazy to me that it's like that here. Like the food is just so much like nutritionally dense that you have less hunger cues. You know what I mean? But I bought some Greek candy, so I guess I'll eat that with you guys while I talk to you for a second. So let's get into it. Alright, so this is the Greek candy that I got. What is this? The Lokium pomegranate flavor, almond and chocolate flavor, and then I got lime flavor, lemon and lime, I don't know. So this is what we're gonna try. There is honey in these, but I'm not opposed to having honey, so that's fine. Let me see if the chocolate one has milk in it. Oh, it has soy. The chocolate one has soy in it, so it's good. I can eat it. And then the pomegranate, you know, just has pomegranate. But these do have honey in them, so if you are a vegan who doesn't eat honey, then whatever. I'm a vegan. I don't go out of my way to eat honey, but I don't care. I don't care. Got this at the what is it called? The Athens flea market in the city center. So let's bust these open. I'm gonna have to take it out the packaging anyway, because if I'm gonna fly with it, I'm gonna have to condense it because I only came with the backpack. So these got to come out of its packaging. I just bought it for my family to try. I think it would be fun for them to like try some Greek candy. And I couldn't bring a lot of souvenirs, so like candy would have to do because I only brought a backpack, as I said. So candy will have to do. This was €5, FYI, if you care. And so let's start off with the pomegranate one since it was on top. And also I'm kind of the most excited for pomegranate. There was a rose flavored one, but the other flavored, it was a box like this. But the other flavors I wasn't that interested in. But I would like to try rose. In America we don't have rose flavored candy at all. Like I've never came across any rose flavored candy. And I think, ooh, look how much this side has like all the sugar and this side not that much. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to bring this home. I'm probably, oh, I do have a plastic bag. I'm gonna have to put it in a plastic bag. But I'm using the key on my purse. Oh, I want to tell you guys, get one of these when you travel because it's deep set. So like if anyone wants to pickpocket you, one, they will have to open this, then unzip this and then go in. And one of the tips about traveling is like make it as difficult as possible for people to steal from you. Like nobody, like there's a whole bunch of tourists, you know, if you're traveling, there's a whole bunch of tourists. If you just make it slightly inconveniencing to target you, they won't target you. Just like slightly inconvenience them and they will not target you. So here is the pomegranate one. Let me try to get it to not focus on my face. Focus on the candy. That's as best as we're gonna do. I'm not gonna be here all day. This is gonna get on all my clothes. This is gonna get everywhere. I can already tell. Mmm. It's like chewy. This one is very sweet. I wasn't expecting this because I've realized that a lot of the sweets in Greece is not that sweet. Like the donuts was not that sweet. I mean, it was sweet, but it wasn't like sweet. This is sweet. I'm gonna need a glass of water. Sweet. It has sugar, cornstarch, glucose, citrus acid, natural flavors, and colors. That one's a little bit strong. This is the pomegranate one. Now I really want to get the rose flavor. That's really intriguing me right now. One's definitely enough with that. I feel like I got diabetes. One is enough. And then this one is the almond and chocolate. Coincidentally, fully vegan. This might be my favorite one because I love almonds. Love almonds. This one has even more sugar on it. I don't know. It's too much sugar. It's too much. It's too much. I should have took a thumbnail photo. I didn't even think about it. I'm such a bad YouTuber. I just do, and then like I think about the thumbnail after the fact. In every one of my videos, all those thumbnails were thought of out of after the fact. After I filmed, edited, I'm like, okay. Sometimes I even use photos that I didn't take during that day. I like the thumbnails is such an after effect, after thought. I'm rambling as a mug like right now. This had too much sugar on it, but here it is. I know I'm not gonna, too much sugar. Very messy. It's not bad. Pomegranate's better. I'm not a huge fan of turning chocolate candy-like. Like, I don't like Tootsie Rolls. I like chocolate to be chocolate. You know what I mean? And way too much powder. Look how much powdered sugar is in that thing. You can't even see the pieces of the food. You just powdered sugar everywhere. All over my clothes, look. Everywhere, like dead ass. Now let's try the lemon one. I know this is about to be hella sweet. This is how it looks, the exact same as the other ones. I feel like the pomegranate one has the least amount of sugar all over it, and I think this is how it's supposed to come, like with too much sugar. I think that's how it's supposed to be. I do like the chewiness of it. That is a good note. I like the chewiness because I love a chewy candy. I love a what is it, Sour Patch Kid, a rainbow straw, any of that. Love it. More sugar. Let me try to like dust it off a bit because I'm not in the mood for this amount of sugar. Today I tried to go to that vegan restaurant that I went last time that's really close to my Airbnb, but it was closed. It had so many things on the menu that I really wanted to try. I'm gonna have to come back to Greece because there's so many things on the menu. People were like walking past like with their food and I was like, oh, I want that, I want that. And I feel like I got the most boring thing on the menu. I had a kebab, but it was just ketchup, potato, kebab in there. Boring. There was stuff that we had like vegan mayonnaise, lettuce, tomatoes, falafel, what is it? Sulky. That is a street food on a stick, a beef stick. Sulky, whatever, on it. Kebab, chicken nuggets on it. They had loaded French fries. Like, I got the most boring thing on the menu, and now it's closed on my last day. I was very disappointed to know that it was closed on my last day. I'm still trying to take the sugar off. I rambled as a distraction. Like, we're taking the sugar off. As I'm rambling on, sugar is coming off of this, what is it called? Lokum. Locoms. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. We'll Google translate it in a minute. We'll see what it's really pronounced like. But it's gonna be that way in this video because I'm not getting up to get my phone and then coming back to tell you what the correct pronunciation is. I'm not doing that. Too much food, okay? She's gone. Less sugar. You can actually see the green right now. Mmm. This is my favorite. The lime favorite one. Yeah, I like that one. These are obviously artificially flavored. It tastes like lime candy. It doesn't taste like if I bit into a lime. It doesn't taste like that. It's artificially flavored for sure, which is fine. I'm an American. I've only eaten artificial flavored shit. The only fully vegan one was the pomegranate. It was all vegan. I mean, some people consider honey as not being vegan, some do. I am fine with eating honey, but the pomegranate one didn't have honey. So if you are avoiding honey, the pomegranate flavored locums were it. That was the vegan one, but they're all good. I really want to try the rose one now. I should have just bought it. But the rest of today, I am going to pack up my clothes that I had sitting out to dry, and get ready to leave tomorrow because I'm gonna be leaving bright and early in the morning. I'm gonna try to get on the train for like 6. Yeah, and then go home. It should be a good time. I'm so excited to go. Well, I'm not excited to go, but I'm excited for my experience, and I'm excited to look back at the footage that I got. I have started editing a few videos. Those videos are edited, but like while I was really here, those are not edited. But I had such a good time. It was so lit. It was so lit. Traveling by yourself, do it. Do it. Because you'll be waiting for the rest of your life for people to show up and for people to participate. People are riddled with fear and the mindset of like can't do, won't do. So many people are afraid to get their passport, especially Americans. Like Americans are we're so in our own bubble. And they try to keep us that way. Like a lot of Americans never travel, especially the average Americans. Mostly just like middle and upper middle class families travel in America. And that's not a huge percentage of us. Like the rest of the 90% of us are trapped in our hometowns, can't do anything, and just make it a point to get out of your own space at some point, because traveling within America and traveling outside America is about the same price. America prices are just out of control. You'll spend a vacation just to Disney World for one person and spend $5,000, and you live in freaking Georgia. Like, it's mad expensive. I did not even spend that in Greece. I didn't even spend like a fifth of that in Greece. I took out $160 US to bring with me to Greece. I did spend a little bit more than that, but probably like $250, if not max $300. And that's because of, you know, COVID test, the train fare, taxi. I splurged. I really could have gotten by with like $200 in this week and did everything I wanted to do. You know, I went to the museums, you know, I was eating out every single meal. I ate out every single meal. And I think I totally spent maybe $300 out of my pocket, not including my flight, on things, including what I spent in the airport, you know, stuff like that. So it was totally worth it. And then the housing, I spent like $35 a night on this place, and it's a full apartment with a kitchen and stuff. Like if you really wanted to budget, you could do it. You really could, because I ate out every single meal. I ain't got shit in that fridge. There's water in that fridge. America is just as expensive as traveling abroad, if not less expensive to travel abroad. If you are not being exuberant, you know, like if you wanted to island hop, buying a ferry, I think it's like $75 each way. So like it can be expensive, but if you spread it out, there's so many ways to budget. But what else did I learn? Let's talk about that. The guys here, they love me. Well, the guys at home love me too. I'm like, I don't know. Even when I'm home, I get a lot of attention, and I hate saying that because that just makes me feel like I'm cocky, but I'm beautiful. I know I'm beautiful. I know I'm a pretty girl. So whatever. If that makes me sound arrogant or whatever. I come to YouTube busted as hell though. I don't even give a fuck. Like, I'm pretty to the point where I don't value my beauty. I'm like, it's just there. And I probably should value a little bit more, because a lot of people would love to be in my position. Like, because I tend to get like, there is pretty privilege. Let me skip over that, because it just makes me sound arrogant as fuck. It does, but fuck it. You know, sometimes I don't care how I be perceived. I feel like you get to a certain age and you just don't give a fuck about how people view you. Like, how I view myself is the most important thing. I view myself as such a loving, great person. I would want to be my friend. Like, the type of person I am and the type of person I am to other people, I would love to be treated the way that I treat people. And a lot of people can't say that. A lot of people can't say that they would love to be treated the way that they treat others. And I genuinely say, yes, I would love to be treated the way that I treat people. I would love it. That's my ideal. I'm kind to people I don't know. I'm kind to people I do know. I show up for the people I love in every way that I possibly can. I'm that person. You call me up, say, I don't have food in my pantry. I'm buying you food for your pantry, and I'm gonna eat potatoes for that week till my money comes in. Because I look out, I sometimes put myself last and put other people first. Like, if I love you, I'm gonna show you that I love you. You won't ever question how I feel about you. You will never question that. If I don't like you, you know too. You know that shit. I came here, I was getting a lot of male attention, but I usually do. So that wasn't like out of the ordinary. But it was what piqued my interest and made me notice it. It was that people weren't commenting or approaching me based on the color of my skin. Like, white men in America, usually when they approach you, they're like, hey, beautiful Nubian queen, or like they say something like, oh, I think black women are beautiful. Like, they tried to like sneak their way in, like, oh, I'm attracted to black women. And people here, they didn't even acknowledge the fact that I was black. They talked to me because they thought I was pretty, and that was it. Then they'd be like, hey, beautiful Nubian queen. They were just like, oh, you're so pretty, and like, can I get your WhatsApp? You know, because the WhatsApp's really popular. I should probably get WhatsApp since I'm going to be traveling a lot. So, because everybody uses WhatsApp, but I use Instagram and I use regular fucking text messaging. But yeah, so yeah, I really appreciated that, because it makes me uncomfortable to date white men, especially in America, because of that, like making my race an issue. But I had a great time, so I'm actually going to end this video here. If you have access to the lime flavor Limonium, buy it. It was good. Other than that, I'm going to get ready. Maybe I'll show you guys me packing and stuff. It is getting dark, so we'll see what footage we get until then. Okay, so yeah, this is my last day. I'll see you guys later. Bye. it to the airport. It was a long trip here. It's like maybe 7 o'clock and I woke up like at 5 and it's already like 7 something and I'm just getting to the airport. But we're about to get into my gate and maybe I'll get some breakfast.